guys think of that for a limited edition tee sweater? I don't know, what did we say we were doing? A t-shirt, sweater, multiple options?
Long sleeve shirt, crew neck sweatshirt, and a hoodie.
I
think black and navy would look best.
Yeah. I think it's good good design. As Dan said, I quote movies a lot, and you guys should hopefully know what that's from, but it's funny, it kind of looks like Rudolph with the red McLaren Kiwi on there, so I think that'll be I think it's funny. I mean, it's, you know, just for fun, just to give you guys something fun to play around with the holiday, maybe a good gift. I kind of made it more of McLaren and not me specific. That's kind of the goal, but it's just in case, you know, people who don't know who I am. I think it's just funnier with the movie quote on there and things like that. So that should be available here, pretty soon. We got to get some samples ordered here in the next, today.
We're gonna try and get we're gonna order the samples today. Hopefully they make it this week by Black Friday, so we can get them up all on Black Friday and then order away.
And these will be available on my website, which is shoptroysowers.com. But huge shout out to Dan again for doing this. I have a sample here. I can show you Ultimate Class one that he did last year. This was your last year version. Here, you want to hold that up? It's pretty awesome, just even as a long sleeve tee. But you can see it looks like, you know, it's got the stitching printed on there. So I think it's going to be a pretty cool thing. If you guys are a big BMW fan, definitely check out Ultimate Class. Dan runs that page, and there's, again, a lot of BMW stuff that is like a foreign language to me. I have no clue. What are you two goons arguing about?
We're arguing about I messed up the signature.
And he didn't.
See, this is the bad part. When you hand sign everything, it makes it more special, and I want to keep doing that. But then you up every once in a while.
Now I gotta bleep that out. Isn't that 10 push-ups too?
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's 10 push-ups, man.
Dude, this is, I don't want.
And you owe me $2 now because I have to spend an extra minute and you can't. No, that doesn't work like that. They're easy push-ups.
This is easy.
All right, we're going outside here. A little bit of a side-by-side comparison. Well, not side-by-side because Dan's E46 is in the way. But you guys can see both cars. You saw them when Mike took delivery of them. Super Series, Sport Series, McLaren 570S, 2012 McLaren MP4-12C. Now, styling difference. This thing looks the way it looks because this is what the wind tunnel said it needed to look like. This car has a little more flair to it, a little more, you know, kind of styling to it, but still looks good. But, you know, front end kind of has that P1-esque look, which is what the marketing department wanted. I still think the 570, if they wouldn't have came out with this Sports Series car, I really think McLaren would have been hurting. I'm really happy they came out with this entry level, which again is a joke. This car is as fast or maybe even faster, depending fuel load driver, than that car. So it's a joke. It shouldn't be called an entry level McLaren. But you can see some of the styling differences between my car. You know, very flat kind of styling, shaping through the air. This kind of has, you know, you can see it's funneling everything in here. Everything's kind of integrated. The only thing that kind of bugs me about this car is there's no active aero. I think they really need to put something on the 570 to really kind of bring some of that flair, a little more to it, a little more aero. This car under heavy braking coming down a back straight definitely gets a little sideways, a little squirrely because it doesn't have that aero downforce to it. Whereas my car, you know, has the active aero, as with all the Super Series cars. This wing acts as an air brake and it has DRS, so this wing will go up and down. It'll drop down at high speed, and then hard braking, it comes up almost pretty much 90 degrees, and that keeps this car extremely stable under heavy braking at high speeds. It's just a very planted car. Now, the other major difference between this car and the 570 is this car has the full hydraulic suspension. There's no sway bars. Each corner is individually linked with hydraulic. This has more traditional suspension, meaning when you're driving this car, the 570 feels faster. It feels way faster running around town. On the track, that's fast. This car gives you that connected to the road feeling. I think that's a big reason why Mike wanted to go with it. This car, you almost feel like you're floating. It's just a very cush, nice riding car. Until you really put it in the sport mode or track mode and hammer it, it won't feel like this car is. So around town, I would say the 570S, definitely faster, nimble. It's just different breed of a car from McLaren. This car, track monster. They both have the same drivetrain, 3.8 liter twin turbo V8, dual clutch transmissions. So the biggest thing with this car is this is the more usable daily McLaren. So this still kind of drops down an angle, so when you go to get in the car, like so, you can get your foot over a little easier. Mine, not so much. It kind of cuts straight across like this. We call it the bathtub effect, but pretty similar interior. He's got leather Alcantara split. Now he has all satin carbon, no center console like my car has. We'll go over there in a second, but just a little more usable, bigger screen, extended paddles. I want those, but again, think of this as the usable daily McLaren is what it is. No button on these doors, so the best way to open these doors, they're swipe doors. The 2012-12C is the only one that has this. No door button, you swipe like that and pull up. Here's the sill I'm talking about with mine. So it's a carbon fiber sill here, but it just goes straight over. So this kind of gives you a sense of what you're sitting in. If you can see that, you're in a bathtub, literally. I know I was joking when I said the bathtub effect, but that's what I call it. Alcantara leather. Console's a little different, so you have a little bit of a smaller screen, but your active panel's here instead of down at the bottom like on the 570. I just have little paddles, which I'll steal from Mike at another date. You know, some storage back in the back here. Very similar cars, very fast. They are just, they're absolute animals, but I just kind of wanted to showcase you guys real quick here the differences. Again, same drivetrain, same everything. The Super Series cars sound better, just they kind of have an old school kind of tune to them. McLaren unfortunately stopped supporting that. The Sport Series kind of has a little higher revving tune, but it doesn't have that throaty kind of sound to it. I'll do a start up here, but this car has the factory Inconel sports exhaust from McLaren, which makes a huge difference. So if you're looking at a 12C, a 650S, definitely make sure it has the sports exhaust. 570 Mike's, I believe, has it, but again, because of the tuning, they sound a little different. So let me do a start up here, do a start up of Mike's in my car, and you guys will hear the difference, hopefully. Definitely sounds good. I don't know, man. See, it's got a throatier sound to it.
Yeah,
you got the pop
like mine, though. I like the pop.
There's two different things.
That does sound really good.
So let me know what you guys think. Which one sounds better? I know Mike's probably gonna get a lot of the fanboy votes, but come on, be honest. Let's be honest here. What the heck are you doing?
I'm trying to warm up.
Somebody doesn't wear a jacket in the winter. Wait, I'm sorry. What was that? Oh my God. Oh. Okay, well, I guess both of Mike and I's cars sound like poo, so. Later, dude.
All right, buddy.
Later, dude.
I'll see you. Thank you, Joy.
Yes, sir. are back at the house. Definitely head on over to shoptroysowers.com, pick up yourself some McDonald's shirts, Detail Lab shirts, and stay tuned for the limited ugly sweater shirts. We kind of just threw that together. Huge shout out to Dan for putting that together. But I think it's kind of cool. I think it's definitely unique. It's just something different. So I think it'll be a cool thing to do. I'll do a limited run of them, and then when they're gone, they're gone. So stay tuned for that. I'll post some kind of heads up on Instagram, most likely, at Troy Sowers, if you don't follow me already. Sometimes it's just easier and faster for me to get the word out on there. So stay tuned for those, guys. Appreciate you watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.